It's also doing the. Hold on.
Damn it, Clancy.
Okay. 1 second, everybody. Sorry. For some reason, I updated to Windows. Welcome, everybody, to Majestic Goose Network. We've got a special one-shot tonight. Jim here from Tabula Sono is going to be running us through an action-packed dungeon crawl using this brand new, yet to be released officially, virtual tabletop system called Tabula Sono. We will be posting links to their Kickstarter throughout the night, but definitely if you're enjoying what you're seeing, which right now, I was telling these three before we came in that I've just been having fun just looking around the map and stuff. But yeah, make sure you check it out. So I want to go ahead and before we get started, I think what would be best, I'm trying to think of the order. How about this? How about we'll do character intros first, and then we'll kick it to you, Jim, last, and you can kind of explain a little bit about Tabula Sono, and then whenever you're done, just kick off the adventure right away. So I think, how about I'll go last for the character intros. Danny or Ernest, any volunteers for first? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. My Zoom is going to my AirPods still, so I did not hear any of that, and neither did chat. Jeez, Clancy. Damn it, Clancy. There, now I can hear. Jeez, this is embarrassing. I'll have to figure out the whole AirPod situation with Windows 11 before next stream. Sorry, who volunteered first for that one, Danny or Ernest?
They both did, actually.
They both did at the same time. Okay, how about we'll go to Danny, and then we'll wrap to Ernest, and then me, so that on the overlay, we'll go right up this.
That works. So I am Danny, and tonight I'm going to be playing Paley Elderberry, the Halfling Rogue.
And Ernest?
Can people hear me? I was having some difficulty myself. Yeah. Hi, I'm Ernest, and I will be playing Coldrick the Hammer.
Oh man, I'm just having fun even just doing this little showcase of our character minis that we created today. And I'm Adam Deweese. I'm going to be playing... Oh, wait. What's Coldrick the Hammer?
Coldrick the Hammer is a hobgoblin paladin warlock. Only the best.
And then you can't even see my face. I'm so tiny with that big hat, and that's by design, actually. My name's Adam Deweese, and I'm going to be playing. I'll just call him Clark. He keeps telling everybody his name's Clax with 4 A's, but when it comes out, they just all call him Clark. So I'm playing Clark, and that's Jim in the background. I'm playing Clark, the Aberrant Mind sorcerer and goblin, and we are all level 10. And then Jim, what do you want to tell us about this system before we kick things off?
Oh, sorry, I've just been trying to photobomb and just run around in the background. But this is Tabula Sono, so it is an in-browser 3D virtual tabletop. I know that's a lot of jargon, like in one thing. So what that means is obviously we're in 3D here. So we've each got our own little miniature that's assigned to us. And there's some walls in front of there for a scary cavern that we're about to go into. But it's also in browser. So that means you get a link, you join the game, and you're in. So you don't have to download anything. You don't have to install anything. It's free to play, so you don't have to buy anything, no licensing and all that jazz. So the object is we just want to keep it as simple as possible so that you can jump into the game, start playing the game, and not get bogged down by crazy complex tools that try and do everything for you. So we're also not restricted either. So notice that we've been moving around outside of the grid a little bit, which is really nice and organic feeling, and leads to lots of violent wigglage, I think is a good term for that. So yes, wonderful demonstration, everyone.
It's gonna be a wild night letting us do
This
that.
is great. So we're on Kickstarter right now. We're about a third of the way through. We got funded in 2 hours, so we're just working on stretch goals right now. So just unlocking all the things. All the stretch goals are free for everyone. So just the more people we get in now, the more awesomer the free product will be when we launch. So Kickstarter backers get early access. Every single Kickstarter backer gets early access, and then there is even more stuff after that. So I won't bore you with the details. You can just go to tabulasono.com, click on the Kickstarter link, or just search us on Kickstarter. That helps the Kickstarter algorithm if you search for us there. So yep, take a look, and you're going to get a pretty good feel for what it is here. But on the Kickstarter videos, we have a lot more information about how it works for a DM. And I think, Adam, if we have time at the end, I might actually make you a DM and just let you like destroy the world.
Heck yeah, I can do that.
Nice.
And see what you can do. All right, cool. So I'm gonna take my little DM guide man up here, my little D20 guy, and I'm gonna make him disappear because you get no more help from me, players. I'm putting my DM hat on. All right, so here's the setup, and it's quick and it's simple and it's easy. The Duke has hired y'all three, our favorite adventurer, and the Duke's least favorite troublemakers, to go and retrieve a stolen artifact. Somebody went into his house last night and took an old ancient necklace and took it back to their secret lair. Everybody happens to know where their secret lair is, but they still think it's a secret lair, so we just call it secret lair. No big deal. Anyway, so that's the hideout of the Rask Cog cult. And yes, I did get that name from the IKEA catalog.
That's a good.
This is my random
Brilliant.
NPC name generator right here.
That's
So
a good.
I'm stealing that. Damn.
yeah, Billy. Maybe that's not the best one, but you get it.
It's pretty good.
So if you hear more Scandinavian type names throughout this, yeah, that's the secret. Anyways, so we are here at the super secret hideout of the Raskald Guild, and we are standing at the entrance to a cavern. It doesn't have a neon sign above it that says secret lair, but it might as well. So inside, so far, it's sunset right now, so you can see pretty far into this cavern. So you see like 10 or 15 feet. It looks to be empty though. So if you wanna go ahead and hop in there and start exploring around, or we could just go back to the town if you want to, or you could just burn the place down. It's up to you. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I want to go inside.
Yeah, Kurdok, how about you lead the way?
Of course. Korak, lead the way. Korak, stand here. Korak, don't. Could you clean up my slime?
I only asked you to do that one time. Don't go
So as
through
the adventurers
don't go
make
through
their
the wall.
way in, this is real. As the adventurers make their way into the cavern, only the light from the inside from the outside is pouring in. It's actually starting to get a little bit darker because the sun's starting to set. So you guys are going to lose your light here in just a couple minutes.
Oh, that's so cool.
That is cool.
Well,
You all can see in the dark too, right?
No. No.
I will use the light cantrip to light my shield.
Sweet. Poof. All right, cool. That should buy you guys a little bit more time. So around in here is just like hand-hewn rock walls. They're trying to make it look really, really natural and doing a horrible job. So this is obviously just like the entrance to something. So why don't we, let's see. Ernest, would you please make for me a perception check? I think I said perception check.
Oh, I mean, that's what it's going to be. Let's see here. On my perception check, Korak has a 12.
12. All right. So you were walking around pretty close to the wall up in this area. P.S. If you guys would like to ping the floor, all you need to do is double click on the floor, and it will ping that location with your color, and we can all see that. So go wild. So when you were over in that in this area over here on the red ping, you did notice that the wall is a little bit different there than it is for the rest of them. A little bit more, little smooth, like a lot of people have been touching it with their grimy, greasy hands.
I hit it with the hammer.
Okay,
Yeah.
make a bonking check.
Excellent.
Yeah, hit it. Hit it
As you
again.
hit it with the hammer, it actually makes a metallic ring rather than the stone type sound that you thought it would.
There is something behind this wall.
Well, perhaps we should take a bit of a look and see if we can find something instead of just hitting it.
Right. Korak steps back.
All right.
Okay. Oh, hold there. So right where you are right now, underneath your feet as you stepped back, you Kordak finds himself sinking down just a teensy bit into the ground, and there's a click noise that happens. And when that happens, the wall in front of you slowly starts to descend.
I am a genius.
Smells pretty good.
Well, all right. I will accept that for the moment.
So there's a hallway in front of you now. This hallway is lit by the let's change the settings here. So this hallway is lit by some torches on the wall, and if you notice those little I don't have a better word, so I will say crenulations on the walls,
Holy
just so
fuck,
that
this is
everybody's
amazing.
aware.
I'm backing this right now.
We need to take a 3-minute
Yeah, we
break.
need just real quick. Ernest needs to back this Kickstarter.
I'm already I got my credit card on me. It's too late. yeah, keep going.
So
chat's
so we
losing
lost
their
Kordak
mind.
for a minute or so, but that's fine. So these little dips in the wall over there, those are just denoting doors. I will say, speaking of the Kickstarter, a few days ago we unlocked the door tool as a stretch goal, so we're going to be able to add doors into walls just by clicking. So that'll be pretty dope, I think.
Look, Kurdak
So-
is vibrating with excitement. He's edging closer to the hallway.
I want to go in. All right, so the hallway in front of you is empty. There's a huge golden gilded door at the very end of the hallway, and then there are 5 other doorways that are just, old rickety wooden doors on them.
All right, Kurdak, do what you do best. I'll be right behind you.
Korak proceeds to walk.
Ooh, this is fancy.
Wait, I gotta.
Yo,
I gotta
come
walk.
on, Paley.
Sorry, I was backing the Kickstarter.
Well, okay, so I guess this stream is working.
The second that wall dropped, it was over. I was like, done. Take my money.
Pretty much.
Tailspire who?
Exactly.
No, I mean, like, we have this joke in my gaming group that Tailspire doesn't work unless you're Brandon Lee Mulligan. That's right, I said it.
So we can like tangent for a second there. We actually use Tailspire sometimes when we're going for like the uber atmospheric, like heavily curated and everything is pre-planned type of campaign experience, especially if we're streaming, because it just looks so damn cool.
It does.
But then if the player says something like, I want to search for a hidden trapdoor behind those boxes, and the DM's like, there's no trapdoor behind the boxes. He's like, no, I'm pretty sure there is. No, there's really not a trapdoor behind the boxes. In Sono, we can literally just be like, all right, fine, drop a trapdoor behind the box, let them find it, and let's move on. So if a player gets stuck sometimes, we can just literally alter the environment to help them get through it. But I would never do that to you guys, for sure. So doors on the left and the right, and one super crazy gilded looking one straight ahead. What you gonna do?
I mean, do you want to just like kick that one in, Kurdik?
Excellent. Kicking commencing.
All right, make a door kicking check.
Excellent.
Scoot up a little bit, Paley.
All right, I kick
You know
the
what? That
door.
sounds like a terrible idea, actually.
That
Take a step
is
further
a 20.
All right, cool.
20.
Okay, well, you just like bash the door in, and then inside the room there are several little goblin type dudes sitting around the room. You want to take a second, just take in the room and see what you see.
Greetings, compatriots.
So this the goblin over at the front, he comes over and he's like, "Oh my gosh, thank God you guys are here. Come on in. Go ahead and put your stuff down, and we'll get you started." And then he walks back over to a bunch of boxes and starts writing down stuff or whatever he's doing.
Started with what? What are we doing? What
The
did you
fitting.
volunteer for?
The fitting for your new outfits. Just come on in. Just have a seat. He looks around the rooms. Maybe not. Maybe just stand. But we'll be right with you. Thank you.
Excellent. I'll take an ale.
And then he says, "Here we go. IKEA catalog." He says, "Sprunchbacks, they're here.
You nailed
They're
it.
finally here." And the other goblin that was sitting over here in the corner, he comes over and he's like, "Okay, thank you. If you all would just please disrobe and put your garments in the corner, we'll get right with you."
Excellent. I will not be taking off my codpiece.
I
you.
wouldn't expect you to.
Korka, he puts down his shield and then he puts down his hammer on top of it and then what? We're getting new clothes.
I mean, we got.
I like my clothes, thank you very much.
You got armor.
Okay, so maybe they're going to. I could use a new gambeson or 3.
You know we're not actually like. With them, right?
Oh,
Like, hey. You know we're not actually with them, right?
right.
Yes, and
Like,
as the
hey-
light bulb pops up right above Kordik's head, the DM says something to the effect of, "Why don't you guys just go ahead and roll for initiative and we'll see where this goes."
Oh, check that out. The dice roller doesn't hate me tonight so far. That's a 22.
Oh, I got an 11. That's not
All
too
right.
bad. Too bad.
That's none. I'm paladin. It's fine.
It's fine. It's all good.
Haley, what'd you get? I already forgot.
22.
Oh yeah, because the dice roller doesn't hate you.
Not tonight.
Usually,
Most days it does.
I warned Jim about you.
Yeah, I'm disappointed.
I am surprised.
I was promised something very different.
Oh,
Then a
give it a few
22.
minutes.
It'll happen. All right, let's color these bad boys red because you know what? They're bad boys, apparently.
They are.
So the guy up at the front, the one that originally greeted you, he turns around and he's like, "It gets him every time. Seriously, guys, you're in an evil lair. Come on." So we're gonna go ahead and kill you now. The one in the front, he runs over towards the. What did you say? The mucusy was the adjective that you used to
that's
describe
the one we're
your
going with.
Yes, so runs over to this mucusy Clark. The other one over here is going to run down over this guy, and then we're just going to kind of surround you over here. So I'm going to roll just like crazy. How many do 4?
We got 4.
Just going to roll 4 d20s, and we're going to see what happens.
I do love how Kurdik was literally just gonna take off all armor, drop the shield, drop the weapon.
Yeah. I had to stop that because we don't have the soundtrack tool done yet,
We didn't.
and it's just we couldn't have that kind of ambiance. So yeah.
Look, I thought they were going to serve me ale. It's going to be a good time. We were going to party.
You know what? Honestly, at first, I also did think we were gonna be cool and just be able to bluff our way out. I didn't realize it's just a crafty trap to get our clothes off.
Well, I guess so. Kordik, when it gets to be your turn, you have to use your action to don your armor, right? Or something
Well,
like that. I did not plan it that way, but I think that'll, yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I have one of my other justifications to be put my armor back on as an action, so
Yeah.
as a bonus action, so that's fine. It's like, oh, it's taking my armor off. Oh, damn, it's combat.
Here we go. Blink.
Man,
All right, cool. So
Warlock
Pele,
Paladin.
what's your AC, Pele?
16.
16. Okay, that one's gonna hit. He pulled out a little dagger from underneath his clipboard and just shank. And you are going to take 4 points of shanking damage, which would be piercing.
That's the worst kind of damage.
Don't like that. All right.
And you guys are level 10, right? Yeah, so that took away like 0.5% of your hit points. So, yikes!
I don't have a lot of health.
I don't either.
Excellent. Okay. Use guys also tell me your ACs while we're at it. I don't think these are gonna hit.
Kuruk, why don't you go and say yours first, because mine's going to be very underwhelming.
Well, without my shield, at the very least, my AC is going to be 18. So,
Okay.
I've got 11 total.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's definitely gonna hit you. It doesn't hit for an 18 though. So even without the shield, the half-naked Korduk is slippery enough to evade. 3 points of shanking damage for you, Clark.
it's all the anointing oil I put on before the armor.
Is that what that was?
Oh yeah, yeah.
All right. It is Pele's turn. How do you respond?
I am going to return fire with my own dagger. Thank you very much. And try stabbing it. Oh, see, that's more like it. That's an 11.
Yep, that won't hit. So you've got, okay, since you took the first strike of the one shot, would you like to describe exactly what happened and how you missed?
Oh, well, I'm used to fighting things that are a little bit larger than me, not things that are smaller than me. And, just went a little bit high.
So you guys glance over and you see Pele over in the corner like, whoo, straight over. Lesson learned though, eh? So it is, who got an 11? I'm sorry.
I did. I got an 11.
All right. Clark's up.
Clark is going to cast, you know what? I got a couple spell slots, so I think I'll go ahead and actually use a spell slot. I'm actually gonna go for the one that is on Pele, and I'm just going to cast a Chaos Bolt. So that means I first have to roll a d8 to find out what kind of damage that will be. Well, I mean, this is if I even hit, but if I do hit, it is going to be, I rolled a 1, which means that will be
acid I believe.
Damage. Yes. How do you just have that memorized? Why would you?
Yep, it's memorized. Well, it's memorized on the internet, and I looked it up.
Okay. Okay, and it's a +7 to hit, so I'm gonna go for the one that's on Pele. And that's gonna be a 19 total.
19 will hit.
And 18 points of damage. That was
Ooh.
quite a bit. I don't know exactly how the D&D Beyond dice roller works. It only showed me one die being a 6, but yeah.
Yeah, 18. All right, cool. So you essentially just melted this dude's face. His little hard hat. Do they have plastic in the Forgotten Realms? I don't know,
yeah.
but he's wearing a plastic hard hat, so maybe it's magic. But his plastic hat just kind of like melts down onto his face, and he's screaming in agony and pain right across from Pele.
Pele, you just said,
just
he just stabbed you.
Yes, but I still feel bad for him. He's small.
You're small and he stabbed you.
You know, you're right. Fine. You deserved that.
You say to his melting corpse.
Yes.
And he's like, yeah, I guess I did.
And when I cast that, it's just like my robes, they're those like big cliche baggy wizard robes where you can barely see my hands. But when I stuck my hand out to cast that, It just kind of, I don't really control what comes out of the hand. It's always a surprise to me, even. So the fact that it came out as acid was, just kind of like bubbling from my slimy fingies.
Yeah, that's gross. Also awesome, I guess. All right, Korduk, you have just witnessed the most gruesome thing that you have seen in the last 3 minutes. What do you do?
Wow, that was pretty excellent. How dare you trick me? And I want to grab one goblin. I have Tavern Brawler, so I'm going to grab this goblin next to me. This one.
Yeah.
So I'll make an attack roll. It's a 16.
16 hits.
Okay, and then an opposed athletics check for the grapple.
If you lose this, Kurdik,
I'd be so mad.
I will too.
19 for my
2.
athletics check. All right, cool. On my extra attack, I would like to slap this goblin with the other goblin.
Nice. All right. So, make a, you know what? You don't need to. So let's just say that hits. Yeah. And go ahead and roll for goblin damage.
All right. I'm going to smite with this goblin.
Oh my god! I metagamey know that they only have like 7 or less than 10 health. So he's smiting it.
They tricked me.
They got you naked almost.
They almost got me naked for nothing. So I pick up one goblin and then I stare him in the eye as I suffuse his tiny body with divine power, and I slam him head on head with the other goblin, and that'll be for 29 damage.
That'll be for enough damage. So why kill something when you can overkill something?
How dare!
Clunk. All right, both the goblin that is the goblin that is being hurled towards the other goblin definitely dies. Actually, as he's being imbued with divine power, so his body goes stiff, which just makes it even more powerful when it hits the other goblin, and the other goblin just kind of crumples under the force. So these two goblins are just kind of like lying there in a heap now, most assuredly totally dead.
I turn to the last remaining goblin with like ooze dripping from my fingers.
And he says something to the effect of, no, and runs away. Would you like to take an opportunity attack?
Yes, I would.
You know what? I've got what do I have? Oh, it's a feat I took. War Mage, I think it's called, where I can cast a spell.
Yes. Zap
as a opportunity attack. Let me make sure I can do. Okay, I can do cantrips. I want to do I don't want to waste a spell slot because I feel like this dude's about to get fucked up.
Just hit him with your stick.
Actually, I'm gonna as he's running away, I'm going to men staring at goats him, and I'm going to cast Mind Sliver. He will need to make a intelligence saving throw 15.
Well, the good news is he's a goblin, so he's like, super intelligent.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
This will be fine.
I mean, you could always...
Not even close, actually. So
okay, so that will be for a total of 10 psychic damage.
Nice.
Did I steal Kurdik's kill?
No, because I have beefed these bad boys up.
Cool.
Not by much, but so Kurdik, you're up. So the psychic damage hits him, and he stops running and he just falls down to one knee, and then he starts to get back up, and this dude really wants to get out of this room. So it's you're up, Kurdik, if you want to take that opportunity attack.
Sure. Since it sounded like a non-action to call my weapon to me, I just my hammer appears in my hand and just crack, just like I guess right across his back since he's running away from me. That'll be a 14.
That'll hit.
Okay. No smities. I'll just deal 12 damage.
12 will do it. So he just barely makes it out of range and crumples down onto the ground again, and then his dead limp body just falls over next to Paley. Poor Paley.
Fine. Didn't even hit anyone.
Oh,
And then you
yeah.
guys hear the victory music, the victory battle music. Your XP gain comes across the top, and then you got 3 bonus objectives in your battle, so you got extra gold for this one. So good job.
Nice. Don't worry, Paley. You'll get one next time. Do you want to lead? No, don't lead.
No.
Leave that to Kurtik.
I'm just going to stab this one for good measure.
Stab him real. The dead one.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, making
let
a
my blades have a taste of blood. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
That will
Kordak puts his clothes back on and just. Wonder if they had anything to eat as I rummage through their boxes.
There's some apples over here on this table.
Yep, there's some apples over on the table that have definitely been sitting there a while. So a little squishy, which is probably, I'm assuming, just how you like them.
Oh yeah.
And then on the wall behind you, there is a single sword, which is weird because the rest of this room is just filled up with like random provisions and stuff like that.
I would like to look at that sword.
You may. So the sword is, it looks to be gold inlay across the whole thing. And then the entire handle or the entire hilt is made of some shiny type metal. And you can't quite identify what it is. Does any of you guys have a background in metallurgy? I'm guessing not.
No.
Nope.
Okay, cool. So that means I don't need to make up the name of a metal that doesn't exist in real life. Sweet.
Nice.
So you see that this handle is definitely not something that you've recognized before. And who is Clark? Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Oh, cool. I got a +1 in that, so let's see what I get. I got a natural 20, 21.
All right. Cool. Well, that's no fun for saving throws.
I know.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know. This one would have probably been
You're
very
okay.
fun, right?
But Pele, you're next to it, so why don't you take a wisdom saving throw as well?
Let's see what that does. 10.
10?
It's much
Okay.
worse.
In your mind, you hear a voice that says, "Hey, you want to pick me up? You do want to pick me up. Pick me up. Pick me up." And you think it's coming
absolutely.
from the sword, but that's not possible, right? That's not possible.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, shiny things always call to me, and not quite so literally. So, yeah, I'm gonna pick it up.
Okay. As you pick up the sword, and then the entire atmosphere seems to get really hot for everyone in the room. Everything just gets like, everything has this tint on it, like things are on fire and everything is going wrong. And in your mind, you hear, "Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that," and everything goes back to normal.
What?
And now you're just holding this crazy sword.
What was that?
She picked it up.
Picked what up?
A sword.
Well, that's what you do with swords. You pick them up.
Exactly.
Well, they usually don't
Especially
make
shiny
the
ones.
rooms go red and fiery.
You just haven't found the right sword yet.
One day.
It's such a nice sword.
It is a
I do
nice
like
sword.
it.
Let's bring it
All right, you
with
want
us.
to take it with you?
Absolutely. It just
All
comes
right,
with me.
Kordak, I saw you checking the boxes in the back.
Yes, I was checking. I wanted to know about their sandwich inventory or anything else.
Yeah, so no sandwiches, but there are some really fine blouses in one of the boxes. Not in your size, but you might be able to, if you wanted to take some with you, you might be able to like sew 2 of them together. Because
I
you're
will.
quite a busty fellow, if I do say so myself.
I will. I will find a tailor and I will have a blouse.
And you just found the super secret loot, so I think we're done. Thanks, guys. All right, so we're you back out in the hallway now. So we've got few more doors over here, and then the super crazy gilded one at the front. Why don't you all make an insight check for me?
Okay.
Sorry, and by you all, I meant to say y'all.
2.
I've got a +5 to my insight, so this better be good. It was a 24. That was almost a natural 20.
Oh, I got an 18.
All right, so Cordic, you're not gonna realize this, but everybody else will. The door at the end of the hall is also gilded in gold and seems to be made of that same metal that the sword hilt is.
Ooh. Well, let us continue exploring. Maybe we'll find another sword. I could have a matched pair.
What? Oh, okay, well, fine. I guess I'll just ignore that shiny door and kick down this door then.
Yeah, I was thinking we should probably just go every door, right?
Absolutely.
Since we found something
Especially
in the
when we
first
see
one.
that.
Yeah.
But don't take your clothes off this time.
No matter what they say, they're gonna try to kill us.
All right, so he pulls out a grease pencil and writes "close on" the back of his hand. All right, close on.
Clothes on. Excellent.
All right, what are you gonna do to this poor door?
I try to kick the shit out of it.
All right. So this time when you kick it, you pop into the room. It was a little sloppy this time because there was a note on your hand, and while you were reading your hand, you were kicking, and you kind of fell through the door a little bit. So go ahead and pop in that room. And then you find yourself in a galley.
Yes.
There are some chefs here that are currently putting food on the tables and preparing for the next meal. And the one that's right in front of you turns around and he's like, "Holy crap balls, where did you come from?"
"You, omelet."
"Oh, okay, I can do that." And then he runs back over to the corner where they're currently making imaginary food in the back. This is going to be like the scene from Hook, I think. And then the other guy that's still over at the table, he's like, "Well, we weren't expecting you for another 10 minutes, but go ahead and have a seat, and we'll be right with you."
No, hey, Cordic.
What?
You remember, whatever they say, don't.
They're tricksy.
Right, Trixie. Bang.
Nice. All right.
That's right. I was hoping for an omelet.
But instead, you will have a bump. All right. Would you like that with one lump or two? All right. Roll initiative. Let's do this.
I honestly did I really did kind of want to just sit down and see if this time it would be cool. I got an 11 again. I think that's what I got last time.
16.
10. See, now we're getting back to my regular roll.
Yeah,
it's getting good. How low does it normally go? Like, does it just start out high and then just get progressively lower?
I roll no higher than a 5 most of the time.
Excellent. Do you use digital dice rollers? Because if you do, I think somebody hacked you. I think that's what's happening.
I think so. When I roll real dice, it's fine. But that's not as much fun.
No. I have I still roll with real dice all the time. I like the clicky clack, and I like the tactile feel of making something happen. So all right, so battle order, we're good. So Cordic, why don't you go ahead and take a surprise round, because I didn't even see that coming.
All right. So my friends have warned me that this is also a trick, and I will not be getting an omelet. So I will attack. So I will attack this guy for 15 hit.
15 does hit.
All right. And see here, that is max damage. 15 damage.
Cool. 15 damage. I was gonna say what kind of damage, but it doesn't matter. 15 bonking damage.
15 bludgeoning damage.
All right. Okay, surprise round is over, and guess whose turn it is? It's Kordik's turn.
Oh, well, I guess then I bonk this person again.
Sweet.
Ooh, nat 20. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. Let's see here. That'll be 19 damage.
All right.
19 bonks.
So you just you turn over and you give this guy a double tap bonk bonk, and it is very clear now that you are not getting that omelet because he just like crumples over into the corner, just a heap of what looks to be a Firebulg chef. Let me check the name of that model. Yes, Firebulg chef. If anybody wants that one.
All right. Well, that's a damn shame.
He did have a sunny side up egg in his frying pan though.
Oh
that
my
fell-
goodness!
No.
Jim,
No.
you're messing with my brain right now because I really want to believe the best in people. I want to believe that these are really true chefs that were gonna cook us a meal. But the last people I also believe were tailors about to make us some cool clothes. We saw how that happened, and now these people are bigger. So I feel like they're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger.
And friendlier. Maybe the bigger they are, the friendlier they are.
Yeah, that might be it. That might be the missing link.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, damn, I've already started, so I will. I'm gonna move 5 feet and take my extra attack, and I guess I'm gonna bonk Chef too, because like I'm definitely not getting omelets now.
Triple bonk.
Once you bonk one chef, you're not getting an omelet from that kitchen.
Look, they're like Pringles, baby. Once you pop. That'll be 13.
13 does not hit.
Oh, missed it. So you're a slippery chef. Must be the olive oil.
All right, it is now Clark's turn then.
Okay, I will like.
I think you guys should just like sit down at the table and just watch.
Yeah, look, I mean, I don't doubt that Kurdik could take out these others, but I don't want to leave my friend hanging like that. I am going to summon Aberration, which is a spell I only learned about today. I think it's from TCOE, whatever book that is. Is that Tasha's Cauldron of Everything? Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So pretty much I get to summon one of 3 creatures. So Jim, I would love to summon. I could either summon a Beholderkin, Slad, or a Star Spawn. I think Beholderkin would be really fun if you got a Beholder handy. Or Star Spawn. If not, if you got a Star Spawn handy, I don't know what you got back behind your screen. If it is an actual Beholder, it is gotta be. We will need to shrink it down if that's possible, because it's gotta be cute little Beholder.
Cute little Beholder. Let's see. I don't think I have a Beholder in here.
I don't know what a Star Spawn exactly looks like, so you could probably drop down anything, and I would believe you that it's a Star Spawn.
It's a wriggling mass of stuff.
Yeah, it could just be a fucking Fibonacci sequence, and I'd believe you.
Let's see. I'm trying to. There's one thing. Oh, you know what? I have a good a wriggling mass of stuff.
Yeah, Star Spawn are just kind of whatever shape they kind of want to be.
Cool. That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you for that. So I will just pull that guy in.
And will I be able to
Just a
control
second,
this
so
thing too?
Yes, I will assign it to
Oh,
you.
heck yeah.
Nice.
And it will be great fun.
So what this spell is, it's pretty much like a little buddy I get for up to an hour. So probably the rest of the adventure I'm probably going to keep it around unless it dies. Or I lose my concentration. And it's got some things it can do. It can like bite and stuff. It goes on my initiative, but after I do. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Adam, will you get us a really nice close-up cinematic so that we can have a dramatic reveal of your star spawn that has just taken a random shape. There's no meaning to this shape whatsoever. It's just completely random.
Okay. It's turlet. All right, I got a little turlet buddy with me.
A turlet star spawn.
So what my turlet's gonna do is do psychic slam. My turlet is going to run up because that was my action. So my turlet's gonna run up to this one that Kurdik has been bonking, and is going to do psychic slam. It's a melee spell attack. My spell attack modifier, which is a plus. It's only it's a +7. So let me roll a 3 + 7, a 10. I think my turlet misses.
I think so too.
I think my turlet just missed. That's unfortunate.
But it was a great show. It was very fun to watch.
Well, he's got a whole hour with us, so he'll redeem himself sometime.
Maybe.
Right.
And that's all I
we
got.
assume.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I think that was pretty eventful. So, Paley, you're up.
Well, I'm going to try my luck with my short bow this time. And I want to aim at this guy over here. And let's see what I can manage. That would be a 17.
17 hits.
And I rolled a 1 for 6 damage.
All right. 6 points of short bow arrow damage. Which is essentially the same thing as shanking damage, except it's a flying shank.
Yeah, it's a fly. Yeah, exactly. That's how we describe it.
Yes, I cast flying shank.
I think.
Well, that was not as effective as I'd hoped. And I'm just going to sit down.
Oh.
You literally sit down.
Well, yeah, the turn will come back eventually.
Haley, you were gonna hit someone in this evil lair. I promise you.
I did hit him. I just didn't hit him very hard.
I mean, you'll hit someone really good. I promise.
I hope so.
You know what you need to do? You need to aim for the people that either my turlet are on or Kurdik, and then you get that, what's it called, sneak attack.
I know, but then I have to get closer.
No.
Ooh, but I could use the fancy new sword.
No, you get as long as somebody's by them and you hit them, you get sneak attack even with a bow.
Even if you're within 30 feet, so I hear from the bards.
Yeah, that's how I read it in a book called the Player's Hand Guide. What's it called? I literally forget what that book's called. Player Handbook or something. Yeah.
You know, the bar Volo Thamp told me about it.
You guys are such learned creatures for this day and age. It's impressive.
But I'm real dumb about everything else, though.
Except the player handbook.
That's kind of how I am in real life, but for me, it's like 70 song lyrics. I've got all of them, but anything practical, don't ask me. I have no idea. All right. So, Paley, when you mentioned the sword, something happened. Give me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, dear. That would be 17.
Cool. Carry on.
My wayward son.
Indeed.
Oh wait, is that the 80s? That might be past your time, Jim.
I think that's a little bit past, yeah. But maybe now that I think about it, though, it might actually be 70s and 80s. Maybe a little bit of late 60s in there too. So, all right. So the the chef that was had an attempted bonking occur, turns towards Korduk and swings and does his 2-strike double panted swing action thing. And your AC, you have your shield back on, right? So
yep,
your AC is
21.
Ridiculous. Yes, okay, cool. So that one doesn't hit. But this one does. He rolled a 19. Cool. So he's going to hit you with his second pan. So the first pan whoosh, straight by. Second pan, clunk, right on the ear.
Oh, well, I hellish rebuke him. How dare he not give me an omelet with that pan?
Wag your
Maybe,
feet.
maybe he can cook my omelet from the flames for my hellish rebuke.
Ooh.
He can make a dexterity saving throw.
He can try, but he definitely failed. You don't even have to tell me what it is.
It's definitely above a 2.
Mhm. I'm hoping that it's above a 3.
All right, that will be. That'll be. Let's see here. 12. Was it fire damage? No. Yeah, 12 fire damage. As
12. That guy.
yeah, as he strikes me, and suddenly there's this radiating aura of heat that bursts forth from my body.
The egg that was in the pan is indeed now cooked.
There you go.
Excellent.
Yes, he didn't use a non-stick pan this time, so it's actually just still in the pan, even though he's been violently waving it around. So there's hope for this egg yet. So you, but you do still take your damage, so 6 points of frying pan damage.
Sure.
And then it is the other guy's turn. So the other guys are going to come up. One of them is going to engage in a violent toilet bonking.
Mm-hmm. They can try.
And then the guy in the corner. Yeah, I think. What is the AC of a porcelain toilet?
I'm pulling it up now. It does have an AC, believe it or not.
This guy in the back. Let's start with him. He's going to take the pot lid that he's currently holding, and he's going to throw it at Paley. It's like a ranged attack for a ranged attack. What is your AC?
16.
Okay, that will just barely hit you.
I feel so bad for Bailey.
But
Bonk.
Just a
Damn
little
it.
bonk.
for 4 points of bonking damage, and it hits you in the noggin, not too hard, and then just kind of clunks down to the side next to you. So there's a frying pan down here if you'd, or the lid to a frying pan if you would like to grab it later. And then the other guy is going to bonk the toilet. Did you find your
did.
star friends?
It's got 13, so he can try bonking this porcelain beauty, but
Yeah. So he succeeds in bonking. However, it just bonks and boinks right off. So no damage.
Okay.
We're good. So
fine.
just a little. It was a minor bonking. No problem there.
The turlet
And
is
we're-
invincible, everybody. Stay behind the
dear.
turlet.
Korduk, how do you feel about this toilet just come up invading your turf
You
and
know,
trying to take
honestly,
your kill from you?
Honestly, like I look down the toilet and then I just kind of, and Korduk has this like this very like gormless face kind of moment, and it's like he just looks at it and says, "I'm sorry what I did to you."
Wait. Okay, so that brings up the question.
Oh.
Have I summoned this turlet before, and is it the same turlet, and has Korduk used my turlet familiar?
Yeah.
Oh.
If we had more time, I would say it's
Yeah.
time for a flashback sequence,
Yeah.
so that we can get the origin story.
Maybe that'll
because
maybe that'll be a new
Yeah.
Tabula Sono stretch goal on the Kickstarter.
we will
hit
go back
100
and we will do it.
We hit 100K. You bring back Korduk to talk about the time he used Clark's mystery turlet.
Yeah,
The
it was
origin
just there.
Okay, yeah. So new stretch goal, Tabula Sono, 100,000. We will publish the adventures of the turlet, origin story of the most popular relationship between a toilet and a hobgoblin this century.
I love that.
Title pending, but you know.
I love that chat's also spelling it turlet now. That's something that we just started doing in Halfway to Heroes. Anytime we talk about toilets, I call them turlets, and then now it's like I can't not call them turlets.
Oh dear.
Okay,
We'll,
so
try and remove that from our vocabulary. There used to be called as something else. I've already forgotten it. So it's going to be a turlet.
all right, I would like to try and hit this this chef with Eldritch Blast.
Ooh. The waving happy one?
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. Eldritch Blast.
Hey, how's it going? I was really nope. I'm already on a roll.
Anytime I move the camera around and then I catch a glimpse of this turlet on the floor, it just fucking kills me.
15.
15 hits. Do you guys remember that one time Adam DeWeese got the silly giggles over a turlet?
All right, and it'll take nine force damage, but the important thing is I use Grasp of Hadar to move them 5 feet, moving past the toilet so we can get an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
My toilet gets an attack of opportunity.
This is a very good partnership.
Okay.
Well,
So that is it's gonna be a +7 hit for that. So let me 13 + 7, a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, that'll definitely hit.
They don't do a ton of damage, especially when I roll minimum damage. It's 4. It's a D8 +3, and I rolled a 1, so 4 damage.
Hey,
All right.
it is what it is.
Yep.
And
So yeah, I think somebody in chat said earlier the lid slams shut, so that's going to be the primary mechanism.
Yeah, it's a bite attack.
Yeah, as that chef is getting pushed backwards, the turlet reaches out and just clip right on his foot and slams shut on his foot, and he takes 4 points of toilet lid damage.
Can I just real quick also backtrack a little bit and let me just zoom in real quick right here. So you guys see this turlet here, right? Look at this fucking hobgoblin. Look how big he is compared to this turlet. If he attempted to use this turlet,
sometimes you
there's
gotta.
a reason he's apologizing.
Okay, I'm sorry to sidetrack, but I just was looking at the scale of things and like
Stuff happens.
Yep. Like I'm not a physicist, but I don't get it. All right. Well,
yeah. My extra attack is going to be my extra attack is going to be stealing that egg.
Yes, do it. Make a sleight of hand with advantage, because ain't nobody gonna see that coming.
All right, cool. Oh, it's actually a 12.
Sweet, that'll work.
Cool.
So you deftly get past this guy's guard and his pot lid, and you just scoop that egg out with your hand, right? Or do you have some type of utensil?
Nope. I just let my hammer drop on the ground. I steal the egg, and then I use my interact with object action to eat the egg.
You dropped your hammer?
All right.
Yeah, because why not?
It's clear he doesn't really need it at this point.
Yeah,
So the egg heals you for 1 hit point.
Nice.
that is pretty good.
I'm sure that makes a huge difference. All right, Clark.
Okay. Well, so my turlet gets to go after me. I am going to. Man, there's 3 of these guys still left. That is too many.
One of them is attacking me, unfortunately.
I know. I see that. And you know what I think I'm gonna do? My turlet, unfortunately, doesn't have the greatest movement. It kind of has to waddle everywhere. So I'll let my turlet deal with those 2. And then I'm going to... I think I'm going to cast a second level Chaos Bolt at the one that's throwing pans at Paley. A 19 total to hit.
That'll hit.
And then... Oh, wait. I forgot to roll a d8. It asked me what kind of damage it is, and I don't know. It is going to be 5, which is, of course... 5 would be lightning damage. So this time when I hold my hand out, just a little bolt of lightning goes out. And it is going to be for 16 points of damage this time, which is a lot better than last time.
Yeah, that'll definitely do it too. So the lightning bolt is streaking towards his chest, and then it goes whoop and veers off and hits the pan, and then it just like cascades through his body. And then this guy also whoopsie doops. He definitely did.
And then the turlet is going to, you know what? The turlet's gonna start. Turlet's gonna kind of creep up a little bit, right? Kind of waddle, clank, 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 and you're gonna start to hear some whispers coming from the lid as it's like clapping out. It's gonna be casting Whispering Aura. Ooh. And at the start of each of the aberrations turns, this turlet is an aberration. Each creature within 5 feet, both the baddies, both the chefs, have to make a wisdom saving throw or take 2d6 psychic damage because this turlet is whispering some dirty shit.
Some filthy nonsense.
Filthy body mouth language.
Yeah. All right. And then someone in chat said that you should use bidet blast. So we'll put that in the back pocket whenever you're ready. I would definitely save that. Your bidet blast on your turlet has exactly 1 charge.
Okay.
So
I will bidet blast somebody in the face tonight.
It's gonna happen.
Yes, you will.
All right, so the comforting jet.
Yes, exactly. All right, well, it's Paley's turn now, and then we'll see how these whispers do.
Okay.
Well, this fellow down here now has an ally of mine, I suppose, within 5 feet of him. So I will try shooting him again. Well, shooting him.
The ally or the chef? Oh, what'd you get?
That would be a nat 1.
Hey!
For a total of 10. Do I need to just switch to regular dice?
Yeah, probably. Do you have any handy?
Just right across the room. Give me a moment. I'm going to grab those.
A short intermission, folks, as Paley goes and gets dice that will not always fail.
I have a selection at 3 sets, so
okay.
Something
Nice.
So keep rolling until one of them does good.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Well, that one started with a nat 20, so that's the one I'm going to use tonight.
Nice. All right.
Unless, of course, I've used all the luck from it now.
Probably.
All right, I will take a nat 20. So go ahead and roll your damage. I have a good feeling about this.
So that is 8 plus my sneak attack. So that's 5d6.
Yeah, see, that's the thing about rogues. Like, you really need to get that sneak attack damage and then just all of a sudden be
11.
insane.
16.
16?
16.
All right. That'll do it for that guy. So he is sneaked and attacked. And, yep.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you, Toilet.
We've got this one guy left. And it's his turn now. So he's going to make his saving. What was it a wisdom saving throw?
It was a wisdom saving throw, and he needs to beat a 15.
He did not. So I'm going to ask you, before we take the damage, you need to tell us what whispers are actually causing the damage.
I don't think I can say it on stream.
Just PG-ify it and insert better words.
Yeah.
We have to know.
Yeah, he's saying stuff about how he's gonna return the favor on this guy's butt, about what this guy's done to turlets around the entire evil lair, and he just keeps on saying the A word over and over and over, like he's obsessed with it. And then also the S word is thrown in a lot, and he's just pretty much just talking very, very brown language, so to speak. And
Well, I am already taking psychic damage just listening. So roll away.
He keeps saying that he's gonna invert the process, which doesn't make sense to me. But apparently he's gonna send poop up the other guy's butt, but he's not using the word poop. So that is going to be.
I will turn your hold into a portcullis of filth.
Yeah, exactly. So that's gonna be for just 2d6 psychic damage. I rolled 6 total, 6 psychic damage total. I don't
6
remember if this
total?
dude's been hit yet or not.
He has. So keep in mind, the only person that really knows what's going on here is Clark. Everybody else is just watching as like the toilet lid flaps behind this guy, and he's like, "No, make it stop, no!" And then he basically falls down to one knee, and because you guys are so learned in the ways of the world, you have a feeling that he probably has a single hit point left.
Yeah.
Ian, I'm Cordic.
I just kind of I kneel down to him and say, I understand it's an experience, and then I just like punch him in the face.
All right, you can make that melee attack roll with advantage. We'll say because he was prone, right?
And this turlet is talking shit.
Yeah, that'll be a 16.
16 will hit.
All right.
So roll any dice of your choice for any amount, and as long as there's a number on it, that should do.
6 fist damage.
Nice. All right. Well, he did too. The good news is there is food on the tables.
Excellent. I have that.
The bad news is these guys are already starting to smell.
Oh.
It's unfortunate when you kill people in the galley, because people tend to void. It's a problem, really. As I pick up what's on the table.
I mean, my turlet friend's already taking care of that. I call him Terry the turlet, and Terry's just going around gobbling up all the voids.
Oh.
And it's like a snack to him. That's what he gets for being a good turlet.
Oh. Right. Well, can we move on? Please.
Scupper says, "Gross, Terry."
Yes, of course. Right. Moving on. All right. Pick up my hammer.
Yeah. Yeah, we really gotta get going. I feel like we probably got a time crunch, and
Fine. Where have we been? Where have I been?
you know what? There
Further
wasn't.
down this way.
Yeah, you know what? There wasn't actually anything in that room. Maybe we should just like go to the gold room.
Fine. I'll go to the gold room.
Can you kick in a gold door?
You know what? I'm gonna try it because I didn't get that inside check.
Would
Do
you
it.
like me to examine the door?
What's that? Bang.
That's what I thought.
All right, you remember that one health point or one hit point that the egg restored?
Yeah.
Yeah, take that away.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, you rolled your ankle. It hurts real bad.
Damn you, door. I will see you in the 9 hells.
All right, let's do another wisdom saving throw, Paley.
All right. That would be a 13.
Okay, so you hear a whisper, and it says, "Use me on the door. Use me on the door. Beyond the door. Use me. You should use me on the door."
Just sliding right past Kurt.
Poof. All right. As the sword touches the door wiggles for a sec, and then just poof, and falls down into the ground, revealing a massive chamber. Wrong chamber that I just revealed, but that's fine. Revealing a massive chamber on the other side.
No, there was food in there. Oh well.
Whoopsies.
Reveal both the chambers. Okay.
Yeah. Here, you know what? Just because we're here, I will show you guys because we're running out of time. I'll show you guys a little bit of things in here. And the funny part is, in this other room, if you had gotten to it with these little wizard mage guys that had just popped in, these are actually prisoners. So I was hoping that you would attack them before talking to them.
Oh yeah, we would have gotten less and less trusting as we went on, for sure.
Absolutely. And then in the barracks room next to that, it's actually just a bunch of goblins jumping on the beds.
Oh, I'm glad we didn't have to kill them. I'm glad we were letting them live their best life.
Oh, not if I have anything to say about it.
Curtis will make his way back after we kill the big boss.
Yeah. You're like, well, we got what we came for, and Kurtik's like, you guys go on ahead.
Oh wow! I just thought, hey, maybe if I click my dude and then shift click my mini, it would drag me together. And guess what? It does.
Boom. You can also, if you rotate, it'll rotate around the center of the two, so they'll rotate together as an item.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Like they're dancing.
Me and Terry just dancing the night away. You guys can go deal with the big bad. Nah, I'm just kidding. Kurtik, what's in there? Holy shit!
Speaking of big bad.
We just need a necklace, and we will be going.
So, what are you doing later?
Me?
No, the very striking warrior in the corner, clearly.
Oh.
Yeah, he's definitely hitting on the striking warrior in the corner.
Oh, this one over here, and I'll point over. Or this one's a dragon. Are you talking to this one?
You know what? Yes.
You are. Of course you are.
Either, both.
Yes.
Whichever will take Kurtik on his offer.
In the very back part of the room, you see another sword that looks very similar to the one that you saw before, and hung across the hilt of the sword is a golden necklace with a very shiny gem on the end. It's kind of got a purplish hue. On the north side of the room, P.S., did everyone notice we have a compass?
I did, and I very much like that.
In a 3D space, it's super annoying when somebody says something like, the one on my left.
Yeah, it's like, hey, well,
Yes.
my camera is facing against your, yeah.
Yes, there are infinite directions that to my left could be. So anyways, so there you go. The one on the north side of the room, we see a dragon mama and a whole bunch of dragon babies. So on the right side of the room, we see a very striking warrior. That's a very good description. Thank you for that. Surrounded by some minions. These two seem to be in a staring contest with the big guys, just staring each other down like, what's going on here? And all the little dragon babies. You want to zoom in on the dragon babies? They're just so cute. I love these guys.
Yeah.
They're definitely 100% evil, but I just like them so much. So the little dragon babies over there, they're all just like chittering, chattering, whatever, yip, in the corner, having a good time. They don't seem to care about anything else in the room. And then the minions over on the right-hand side of the corner, or the room, the south side, if you will, they look to be very bored. You know how like T-ball days when you played in the outfield, you just like look at the grass and try and find a really special looking blade of grass. Mm-hmm. That's currently what they're doing right now. So seems like this staring match has been going on for just a bit.
Well, as they're staring each other down, I was like, well, don't mind me.
Yay. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Oh, man, I'm really bad at those. Ooh, 4.
You weren't kidding.
Right. You hear a voice in your head that says, hey, listen, if you could just take me back to my brother and you could reunite us, it's not like the world is going to blow up or anything. Everything should be fine. Maybe just reunite me. Thanks. That'd be great.
Seems legit. All right.
Do it.
Seems legit. Hey, can I see your sword?
No, but I'll look at yours.
Well, fine.
What are the dragons and the giants? What are they making of Kurnik just popping in, grabbing the sword and popping out?
They didn't seem to notice.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. Okay, yep.
All right, Paley, wisdom saving throw.
All right. That would be 10.
All right, so you hear a voice that's like, "Ooh, she's here. My sister's here. If you would just please reunite us, that'd be great. Nothing will happen. The world won't explode. It'll be great. Just go ahead and do it. Thanks."
Reunite you how, my friend?
Yes, exactly. Cool. Just put us down on the ground and let our hilts touch. This sounds really dirty.
Just the tips.
If that's your sister, I don't think that's right.
Yes, it's not okay.
Not. Am I able to resist that, or is it just something that I'm going to do?
You just got a suggestion, and it's a strong suggestion, but you don't need to do it if you don't want to.
No, I like you, and if I put you down, then Kurdak is going to take you, and no. No.
It's all
You have my
about
shiny
greed.
sword, thank you. Yes, absolutely. She is a thief, so.
Yes.
Clark,
Well-
make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, don't mind if I do. My wisdom saving throw is not great. Yeah, it's +1. I've tried one before, and it was a 7 this time.
Okay, cool. You hear two voices in your mind, and it's just so overwhelmingly chitter chatter back and forth. Help us, grab it, get the thing, grab the things, grab the stuff, put them down on the ground. Come on, do it. And you know exactly what is happening. The swords really need your help, and for some reason you can't explain why. You know that you need to help them, and that your friends are not going to help them, so you've got to take matter into your own hands. What are you gonna do?
I am going to reunite these swords.
All right.
What can go
Grab
wrong?
them. Literally everything. Here we go. So grab the swords, put them down on the ground right next to each other. And then as the swords are near each other, they meld together and they make an even bigger sword. And then everybody make a wisdom saving throw. And all you need to do is tell me if you get a nat 20. That's all I
I
care
got
about.
15, so...
Oh man, so close. A 19 on the die.
Oh man. So
In
close.
that one.
So
All
far.
So you, the three of you, turn to look at each other and stay that way.
Oh, hell.
Forever. Or until someone rescues you in another campaign or one shot. Maybe I'll reuse this map and people will come in here and be like, what happened here? And be like, I don't know, make a wisdom saving throw. All right.
What about
and
Terry the
this-
Turlet? Is he looking...
Terry the Turlet still has all of his faculties, whatever those are.
After an hour, he'll get away and he can tell the tale.
Yep, that's right. So
the Turlet's gonna be jumping town to town and trying to tell everybody, like, you gotta come save my master. He's like, yeah, it's a goblin dude. And he's pretty cool.
So Terry the Turlet lives out the rest of his days. Toilets last a long time in the town just down the road. Yeah, on all by himself.
Aw.
Yep.
Excellent.
So this might be the end of this adventure, but it's just the beginning of the
Terry the
adventures
Turlet.
of Terry the Turlet. Let's do $1 million stretch goal. We'll go ahead and make an animated series.
I think, $1 million. I think we can make it happen for sure.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah.
I did say for the 100,000, I would write some Terry the Turlet fanfic.
Yes. Well, okay. I need to make sure that domain's not taken.
Terry the Turlet.
We might have to get the .org, but that's okay. We can make it work. So yeah.
.gov.
So for everybody watching, I definitely had a bigger boss battle planned, but we were having a great time doing some other stuff. So we just ran out of time here. So the so the cool thing in here was I actually made some changes to the environment as they were going. We were the way things were running, I knew that we actually weren't going to get to one of the rooms. So I took the sword and I put it in that first room. So the sword used to be in the back room. And actually, I'll just, I think all the walls are visible now. If you look in the room just to the west of the boss room, behind those crates and barrels, I put in a trapdoor so that if we needed to go somewhere else, I had an excuse to get them somewhere else. And I have literally used trapdoors in campaigns and one-shots before when people were stuck somewhere. So if we had needed to move very quickly, and if they had said like they weren't going to go into the boss room, I probably would have just taken that trapdoor and put it in whichever room they came into next, so that we could move on and they would fall through the floor into the boss room. Woo, we made it, and things like that. So I also drew the boss room that you're looking at right now. I was actually drawing that when they were doing one of their fights. So the boss room wasn't actually finished when we started because I was lazy earlier today and didn't finish drawing it. So I actually drew it. And I can, let's see, I can actually just like take a piece here, and if I wanted to entomb them in a room made out of carbonite, is that trademarked? Can I say that? Anyways, I don't think it is. Then I can just go ahead and do that there. So we'll just encase them in that room there. And then I was showing and hiding things quite religiously during this one. So everything was gone. So I can hide things from the players. I can show it back to them. And I can even take miniatures that the players own and hide them from them. So bye-bye, Terry.
Aw, bye, Terry.
But it's okay, because when I show those to the players, they literally drop down from the heavens and go foink. So
that's cool.
Yes, which is also very great for very large bosses that appear next to you, and it just like falls down and boinks from the heavens. I also I hinted at this before, but I was changing some world properties in there. So when I was saying it was getting darker, I was actually affecting the light color in the scene, and then I switched between some presets. Here's a Toxic Wasteland. I think that's one of my faves. So that's just a preset in things. We can change the floor color, the grid color, the wall color, the sky color, and then even if you look at the horizon for a sec, we even have control over some pretty cool sky effects in here, so that we can change the sky color versus the horizon color, and make some pretty neat little sunset and whatever effects.
Will there be access to things like, like per room lighting or anything like that?
Yeah, so not for launch. And the reason for that is we want to keep everything super simple and easy to do, so that we're not giving the DM a billion more things to worry about.
Okay.
But we are also trying to keep things very, very performant and optimized in the browser, which is frankly extremely difficult to do in the world of development. There aren't any other 3D virtual tabletops that are also in browser for a reason, because it's very difficult. So we're making sure that people can still play on grandma's Dell or their work laptop that they bring with them on a trip, and so that we're not leaving anybody out in the dust. So when we add features like that, we're adding them very slowly and deliberately to make sure that we're not causing problems down the road. So it is definitely on the list, but it's not something that we're going to have for launch. One thing that we will have for launch, however, is for DMs. I normally stay in pretty much a top-down view most of the time, like a very tactical type view. Players like to stay down into more of a cinematic type view. It's really nice to be able to switch between the two. So we have a toggle in our beta version right now where you can switch between kind of like a map mode that's more straight down, orthogonal view, so that you can draw straight lines really easily. And then you can switch back and forth and up and down and all that jazz. So, and then another thing that I was doing before is when something died, I just took its color away to signify that it died.
Yeah,
so it's pretty subtle. You probably noticed it. We do have right now a social stretch goal on the Kickstarter to unlock markers for tokens. and essentially it's just an icon, boop, that pops right above their head, and that icon can be anything. So in 5th edition, we would use that for this dude is dead as a marker, as well as like blinded or confused or charmed. And in other systems and other games, because we don't just support 5e, you can pick whichever icons you want for whatever conditions. So if we made up a toilet dazed condition, then we would pick, obviously, a really good icon for that.
I'm sad I didn't get to bidet anybody.
The after effect of the bidet blast. Terry the Turlet lives again, so that we can bidet blast in the next one. So yeah, so is there my peeps that are watching, is there anything that we did not get to showcase during this quick little game that I should bring up?
I will just say, while we're waiting for chat, I had so much fun tonight.
Yeah, I had a ton of fun.
Oh
yeah.
my god, I really enjoyed. I was already a backer. I got to you showcase this to me a little bit before we even partnered up for the month of February, and we like partnered up with a couple of shows across our network and stuff like that. So I kind of got to see everything, but I never got to actually play in it. So when you're actually playing in it, it is, I don't know, it's something. I haven't really experienced anything like this in my somewhat limited tabletop RPG experience. I'm going on like 4 years now, but even playing around a table, I've never really had this kind of level of, playing around a table. People don't just have a little table with a candle on it and some bookshelves that they can slap down in their room.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's actually a good point, is all of the models that you're looking at right now are in the free library. So all of these are available to everyone for free when we launch. And then Kickstarter also has an asset pack for some cool things that are just available there. But you can also import your own. So these miniatures, you guys actually made those today, right?
Yeah, we made these today.
So these were, and you used Hero Forge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So these are Hero Forge miniatures. You can also use Desktop Hero, Titancraft Heroes, all the different ways that you can do that. There's also huge libraries online for 3D printer files. Huge for that. And the pandemic hit, and all the people like myself that were like, print all the things. We were like continuing to print things, but nobody was coming to our house to see them. So now we have these huge libraries of printer files that we can't really do anything with. So that was our first goal, is to make it so that you can take a 3D printer file or an STL and import it directly into Sono and use it in the game.
So then anything that I've designed, I can just,
Yep, like
the big
designer
goose.
toilets.
The big goose.
Yeah, you can pull in the goose. That would be awesome.
Man, that goose will be everywhere.
Yeah. The goose can be like your big bad evil bad guy boss that you just pull in randomly. Personally, I always pull in the they really are. I normally just pull in the pixie on a corgi and just make it like 5 times larger than it needs to be. So that's kind of my go-to for when I need a ridiculous boss. So there's 2 versions of the pixie on a corgi, the low fidelity guy. I'll put him over next to Terry. And then there's another pixie on a corgi that's a little bit more impressive looking. So especially if I size it up. Let's make this bigger.
Can you make the turlet the size of the room? Because that would be very fun.
I can. Right now I can go to 3x.
There you go, Kurdick. You won't be clogging it now.
Yeah, Terry gets his revenge. So yeah, in our beta version, this is the alpha version that we're looking at right now. So our beta version we're releasing on May the 4th for certain levels of Kickstarter backers. And in that, there's a whole bunch of new DM tools that let you do cool things. Like right now, we can do 0.5, 1, and 2x those are the 5e sizes based on the grid. You can do infinite sizing. So if you want to make it super big, super small, anywhere in between, you can do that. You can also make flying toilets. So I'm sure that will come in handy.
That's gonna be. I mean, that's gonna be. Yeah, that's gonna be a staple for
It'll be
sure.
a thing.
And you can also rotate on more than one dimension. Right now, we're just rotating around side to side, but you can rotate in any dimension. So if you wanted to make the toilet fly up,
or do a wheelie,
tilt over,
do a wheelie,
do a barrel roll. You can do all those things.
Yeah. So. Somebody in chat asked about describing the camera control. So this is. I literally got into this game and I had never played around in the system before and was right away able to just pick it up. It's just WASD to move the camera around, and then you hold right click to kind of pan it while you're moving. I mean, it's no different than like pretty much any video game on the PC that's ever been around. Yeah. And then if you click,
and if you don't have a keyboard, would anyone in the group like to tell us?
So in the lower left-hand corner, there's a little set of arrow icons that you can use to move forward, back, side to side, move the camera, and then using the mouse, right-click and rotate. So it was really easy because my keyboard is just out of arm's reach, so I can't mess around with that. So I was doing everything with just the mouse. No problem at all with that.
Yeah, I was saying before we started, I saw that and I thought, who would ever use that? Who would ever use that little, well, you could just WASD. And then Danny mentioned that she wasn't able to reach her keyboard. But luckily, they did include that so Danny could still move around and not just be stuck all night.
Yes.
Yep. And then can you get like a nice zoom out, like get way high and zoom way out so we can kind of get that tactical view of things. So the
oh my god, how
you
far
can go pretty far out.
Really far.
So yeah, that's all. Everything that you can see on the screen, the players, you guys can see it. So on my screen, there are even more things that are currently hidden for you guys. And on the DM screen, they're kind of grayed out so that I can tell what you can see and what you can't. Somebody mentioned earlier, I think, that some of the miniatures had colored bases as opposed to the entire thing being colored. I just threw the goblins back in the main boss room to illustrate that, but the colored bases is what everything is going to be in beta. So the miniature can have a color and the base can have a separate color. The base color is going to be representative of the player that's controlling it, and then we can change the miniature color to whatever we want outside of that. So these little goblin guys are set up to have the new base system in there. Cool. Thank you, Tiger. Maybe Skep it was, but not in here. We didn't use it in this game, but if you have a 2D map that you've created, Dungeon Draft, Incarnate, Dungeon Fog, and then even some of the newer ones like Chronos Builder and Dungeon Alchemist, and there was one more, Dungeon Map Maker. All three of those are like just finishing their Kickstarter right now. But if you make maps in those, you can export them and pull them directly in. So they just show up as 2D maps just on the floor. Okay. And then if you want to trace over walls and pull up walls from that, you can actually see that. And I think we just made a promo video for that. So check out the Kickstarter.
Wow. Are you able to hide parts of that that pulled in map too? Mm-hmm.
So you can, when you pull the
Ernest is like, fuck this. It's in my wallet. Yeah.
Yep. So when you pull in the map, it just comes in full and it's all hidden. And then you can choose sections to show for the players.
I'm telling you, NBA with the arena floor map with walls and the pillars. Oh my goodness, that's going to be amazing when we make that transition. Somebody asked about hex tiles.
Yes. Oh, hi. I know you, Delafield K. Thanks for watching. Our very first stretch goal was actually hex grid. So a lot of virtual tabletops support squares because it's quick and it's easy, and 5e uses them. But a lot of people on 5e want to go out to a huge world map view, and it's easier to do math when it's a hex grid. on a world view. So you can pull in a hex grid and you can change. So every scene in Sono can have either no grid, a hexagonal grid, or a square grid. And you can turn snapping on and off between those. We have snapping turned off. I think we kind of talked about that earlier because we like to watch the wiggling. Yeah, you can run Mechton. Lancer also uses hex grids and all that stuff. So I'm really glad that we unlocked that first stretch goal in the first day. So I was like, yes, now I get to build it.
That was me who said that I love Mechton. So
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
Cool. So yeah, and we've got some other stretch goals and things in there. So keep an eye out and watch. And if you've already backed, I know some of you have already backed that are watching now.
I think all three of us have now.
Yeah.
Your job's not done yet. Go look at the social stretch goals. So even if you've already backed, we still got the social stretch goals to unlock even more stuff. So
yeah, that's awesome. I gotta say, like, obviously you demoed it for me, but I never got to play in it until tonight. And seriously, just even like standing outside of the dungeon and while we were kind of like waiting to go in, and then while we were moving our characters in to like investigate that initial room, like it was
so cool.
Yeah, it was. I want to say it was like sitting around a table with you three, but I think it was even more enhanced than that. Like, not only because like if you're sitting on a table, right, you don't always have your hand on the mini, like always scooting it around. Like at that in one of the scenes, while Danny was talking to the sword, I pan over and Kurtik is over there just like walking barrel to barrel. like Ernest wouldn't just have his hands on the mini, just like scooting it around the table, right? But on the camera, I can see him like an MMO kind of. Like it's kind of, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but
Yeah, I think it's really great. I just also bought a bunch of Gundam STLs, but don't worry about that.
yeah, I'm really excited for this. So thank you, Jim, for showcasing this, and hopefully it got. I mean, I know it got at least 2 more backers, even though they were in the game tonight.
right, we did it.
But I guess that makes it worth the stream alone. So yeah, before we head out, how about we go ahead and just the same order we went when we were doing the intros. Danny, you got anything you want to plug before we head out for the night?
I'm trying to think. What do I do?
Crits and Knits for sure.
2 things. Yeah, Crits and Knits is coming up on Wednesday. We'll be doing episode 3.
Holy cow!
I know, right?
Wait.
I know.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't last Wednesday. 3. Yes.
Nope. And we're still we're having some fun with that, and our fantasy Bengay and our fantasy life alerts and all of the entertaining things that happen when you have a group of senior adventurers who are having a little bit of trouble. I think that's my big one. Just come watch Crits and Knits. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. That works. Ernest, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Ernest, also known as Hollow Invective. You can come see us on Crits and Knits on Wednesdays, every other Wednesday, or so we on the opposite weeks we drop the podcast. We're also getting into the final stretch of Doom Clock.
Oh yeah. One more.
Danny and I are also on Doom Clock, so you all come see us there, or check out the podcast wherever you get podcasts near you. Don't be like me and buy a bunch of STLs, or do.
I just thought of another one that I backed, and I've got a whole bunch of STLs coming to me.
Oh god, it's gonna be wild.
It's gonna be so good.
I just bought a bunch of Gundam STLs for this Mechton game I'm already planning, because hex grids and yeah.
Also, so one thing, we've got our NBA is coming back Monday. Ernest will be on this one.
Yes.
Ernest is kind of our road dog for NBA. Whenever we need a guest, Ernest is always there for us. It is a kind of a WWE/UFC commentary style D&D 5e show where me and a co-GM act more as commentators than GMs, as a different selection of guests take on a different encounter each week, every other week now. It used to be weekly. We went to bi-weekly. Then we had to take a year off because it's a 5 o'clock stream. And my kids aren't asleep at that time, so I had to wait till I was able to get back down into an actual studio to get that show back going again. So we're going to be back this coming Monday. I'm very excited for it. And other than that, the biggest thing I want to talk about is Goose Con. We have a convention coming up, hopefully, if we fund. We're looking very good, though, so my hopes are sky high at the moment. But GooseCon 2022, it's going to be in September, and it's going to be at the Duke Energy Center, Convention Center in Cincinnati, Ohio. It's going to be we're looking to have about 150 different board games that are going to be an open library. People can come in, check out, play with new friends or old friends. There's going to be tabletop RPGs as well. We're going to try to have 100% of the Majestic Goose cast there, which are 17 people. It's me, Danny, Ernest. That's Gerundu's going to try to fly in from the UK. We're trying to get people from the West Coast, like Tiana, over. We're trying to have all 17 of us at the convention. We're going to have live shows, panels. You can pretty much just like walk around the convention and hang out with all of us, as well as playing board games, playing tabletop RPGs. Guess who else is going to be there? I noticed that Jim sponsored it with 2 badges. So Jim and somebody else will be there as well.
Yeah, probably Scuppers. Yeah. Scuppers, are you in the chat? Say hi.
Yes, there you go. Yeah, it's gonna be super fun. The venue's amazing. I'm very excited for it. We're a little over 50% right now, and we're only about 30% into the amount of days we're going. But at the same time, Kickstarters usually kind of slump in the middle, so we do need your help. So head over to Kickstarter.com, search for Majestic Goose, not Majestic Goose, search for GooseCon 2022. You can either pledge and buy badges, or you can even just sponsor the event. If you can't make it out there, you can even just sponsor a table for the entire weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Very excited for it. Hopes are very high for this, so help fund it so that I have to actually run a convention. Which we hit 50% last night, and I looked over at my wife and was like, I might have to actually run a convention, which is going to be wild. So yeah, check that out. And then last but not least, Jim, tell us, what all you need to plug. Obviously, Tabula Sono, and where can people support you at?
Yep, for sure. So we have a pretty active Discord community. So even if you can't back for whatever reason, you can't back financially, just pop into our Discord. It's open. You can join it, no problem. And we do lots of different things in there. We're actually doing on Tuesday night, we are doing a battle royale game where it is a single boss fight, and there are going to be at least 12 players in Tabula Sono just going at this thing. And we have respawn mechanics, so you better believe people are going to die repeatedly. So it's a system that we have just created specifically for this one thing. So that's Tuesday night. I believe, I don't remember exactly what time it is, but Scub, if you can remind people in the chat, that would be cool. But that's going to be awesome. And we do that kind of stuff all the time. So just pop into the Discord, and we do event announcements all the time. We ask for people to join things. So yeah, it's going to be, as Rev says, it's going to be a carnage. At least that's the goal. So join us for that, and watch on our Twitch. It's you could just search for Tabula Sono on Twitch, and it should be great fun. So thanks everyone, and just pop over to the Kickstarter and let's do this thing. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, March 1. Lots of people gonna die. You should watch it.
It's that sounds so fun, especially after actually seeing the VTT in person. I'm very excited for that. I started.
I'm not gonna. You'll like this because I know you'll get a rise out of this. We're releasing the rule set tonight for free for everybody for anything. So if you're in the Discord, you get the rule set. Use it on your own table, or even in Roll20 if you want.
Okay.
So,
I'm
but
just kidding.
there's instead of each person taking a turn moving their miniatures, there is a move phase at the beginning of every round where everyone moves their miniatures at once. So just watching that with like 15 different miniatures just going around, it's going to be pretty sweet. So maximum chaos.
I kicked off a raid to it's my brother. He just started Twitch streaming video games. He's very new at it, and we're about to raid him with 14 viewers. So he is going to lose his mind. Seriously, just like I'm running out of time before it instantly raids 6 seconds, but just like say hi or whatever, and he's gonna lose his mind because he doesn't even have that many followers yet. It's over. I wish that they gave more